Welcome, Philip. Welcome on next stream from our game Steam Tales. That is pixel art game based in a steampunk world with technical magic based on crystals. Basically, on the last stream, we finished this prototype, I would say, of inventory system. And now I think I will go back to my quests, basically logic of quests, not necessary editors for creating them. And yeah, I done something. I merged other branches, so I merged this dev and also I merged inventory system into my branch. But thanks to that, I have a lot of errors, so I can dig deeper and find what is wrong here. First things first, I see that there's a little problem in console, that there's a folder that doesn't exist, but meta file is there. Let me check it quickly. So it's here in this neck UI here. Oh, sorry, where I was here. So Unity UI, buttons, and overrides. Oh yeah, I know why is that. Basically, it's not a problem. So how to tell it in a simplest way? Oh, basically, GitHub is basically generally Git is working in a way that it doesn't save you folders, directories. It doesn't save any of that. It saves only files. So when I had this empty directory that was called overrides, and then Unity created this file that's meta for this file. Okay, I push it, but later when I was pulling everything again from repository, for Git, this folder overrides doesn't exist because there was no file in it. So it was not created, but meta file was there. And yeah, this basically it's this warning for that. Okay, I think I can dig deeper and try to fix those errors one by one. Okay, so there is no world item now. Okay, so we are on destroy new placed item in quest step conditions. Okay, let me here move it to proper namespace, and inventory slot is, oh, it's from world. Okay, that's good. Okay, so basically almost everything works except for that. Oh, because this on target destroyed has a different signature. No worries, we can deal with that. So basically on destroyed is an action that first gives you destroy item source and later gives you item. So in my logic, item is basically I would say stack of items, to be precise. So in my convention, when you have anything in your inventory, it's an item. It has its own data. So basically data is how many items can be in a stack. Let me show you. So ID of this item, its name, max stack amount, its sprite, its key items, of course, additional parameters, tags, attached scripts, and so on. But item is stack of item. For example, it can be stack of copper bars that so for example I can have 10 copper bars. But for such thing as pickaxe. It's still an item. It has only one item in stack, of course, but it has additional metadata. So this additional metadata is, I would say, level of how used this item is, and so on. Okay, so here we are, and I have to. So yeah, so sorry, this tool is already done here. Let me move everything here. Oh, so it's telling me that it's in a performance. It's not very efficient method. But it's not a problem for me. I know what I'm doing. So it's done already. Okay, so I can maybe dig a bit deeper to do everything. So drop item on destroy. What is it doing? So it has item data. Okay. Sorry, not that. It should import this stored items data. Great. Of course, it's this item is not available. And of course, here I can have item. Sure. And here, oh, I want to get dropped item. Was it how I called this drop item? That's I don't remember, to be honest. Do I even left it in here? I think it's nowhere. Okay, so this drop item is removed from my scripts. Okay, it's not a problem. For now, I will just comment it out. We don't have to care about it. We want to make sure that everything works. Oh, this it's not good. It's telling me that timing is not existing anymore. Is it on another branch? Let me check it out. So it is in utils. So here it was in timing. Oh, but it's here. I think I know where the problem is. Yeah, basically I have some conflicts in assembly definition. Assembly definition, as I told many times, is this file that lets you take your code into smaller packages. Thanks to that, it's not compiling everything, recompiling everything when you change something. But sometimes it can be very painful, especially when you want to use another assembly definition. So basically, you have to add manually every library that you are using and every other assembly definition here to make it work. But yeah, it's good enough, so we can work from here. Okay, it's reloaded, I think. Oh, yeah, you're screaming. I don't remember. I don't understand, to be honest. It's because it's screaming at me that I don't have button ref, but it's attaching it here in a button. It's attaching its inventory slot. That's strange. It's a strange behavior. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, I think I know what I can do. I can go to to GitHub of GitHub page of this project and see if anyone puts it as an issue. No one put it as an issue. I see that it's nowhere. Maybe we can create something and add it later. Maybe we even can do it here and create my own pull request. That would be nice. So let me dig deeper for a moment. So here on validate refs, we're going through everything. So basically, if this value is empty or null, where is it? But my other question is why it's working. Why it's not showing me every. Why it's not coloring my code, or it's not suggesting anything. So I'm going through here. So I've got value. Is it because it's coming from here? I think it can be an issue. So it's telling me that do I have anywhere here this method? Yeah. So it's telling me if it's empty or null. So if object is null or its object is equals to null, or is it array and array length is equal to 0? And if doesn't have flag optional, that's very strange. For me, it's very strange because it's attaching itself. It set it properly, but it's telling me that something is wrong. Can I go here? So basically, it's going through every require field. Okay. And it's trying to get value. Okay. What is get value? Where can I find it? Oh, I have no idea. So field info. Okay, I'm trying to get value. What is C? What is C here? So C is a component. And it's trying. So it's doing quite strange magic. I think I can try to get to the bottom of that from here. No, from here. Maybe let's go to my buttons. So basically those base buttons. And let me attach my debugger and go from here. So I can place my breakpoint here. And if Unity will try to validate this field, I can dig deeper. Okay, so here we are. I can go here. So it's going to validate. So it's trying to get fields with attributes. Okay. I shouldn't be here. I want to go here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to validate. Basically, C is a base button. That's good. It's something that I want. And attribute field cache, I've get 3 items. Sure. It's button. Okay. So let's go to validate. Okay. So first things first, I'm going through first one. And it's trying to get something. It's trying to get base button component. So field value is inventory slot. So it's not null. That's great. And now you're going to validate. Okay, and it's screening for me from here. So let me get. So field type is, of course, button. Array is false. So value is not serialized field. Okay. So let me get here. So basically, if object is equal null, that's not case in my. So I'm here. Is it telling me that this object is equal to null? Maybe not. So what I've got here? Oh, it didn't even enter here. So let me maybe add debugger here. Okay. Everything is working as it should. Okay. So, oh, I've entered. No, I'm not entering there. But now it's not screaming. Can I just reset? Maybe. Oh. Let me revert that. Okay, so I'm here. I'm trying to validate myself. Okay. I'm going here. I'm entering this validate ref. Okay, and I'm entering here. Good. This empty all null isn't I didn't even enter here. So I'm going to here. So yeah. So it's on a self. So if my game object is not, so my game object is the same. So I can go further. Okay. Should it stop already? So now it's trying to get this attribute. Okay. Oh, I know. It's going through every attribute. Okay. That's good, I think. So let me go further. But now it's not screaming on me. That's strange. So maybe if I will open this scene one more time, it will give me this error. Because it's very strange that... Yeah, don't save. Okay, so here I am. Maybe this place here is not a good one. Okay, so I am inside one of my base button. Okay. Let me continue. So if I will ever step in here, I can dig deeper. So let me detach from here. But now this error doesn't occur. Okay. That's the most strange behavior. Basically, it's only firing sometimes, and I have no idea what's wrong. I think I can now go here with my time system to finish it, or maybe I can go with my other things. So basically, I have my sample scene. Great. Or I can go here. I have to work on my quest system. So let me first evaluate from where I am right now. First things first. This quest manager, I think, is in a wrong place. So I can move it here. Yeah, of course. And let me move it to namespace quests. Great. Now I can just save it. Go to Unity. It will reload everything. Sure. Please do it. I think I know where the problem is. Let me go to my buttons anywhere and make a small change to fire this behavior maybe. Okay, that's good place. I can make it read only, sure. And now it should fire my breakpoint, and I could get. No, I cannot get it to top of to bottom of that. Okay, so this private is hovered is never used, so I can remove it, and I can remove it from here. This is in my UI. Yeah, it's in my UI, so basically it should work. I can remove it just like that because it was workaround in another system in Project Bridge to make sure that sounds are firing only when they should. But I found better way to do it, basically creating my own event data for event system. Right, so let me start with anything what is here. So save manager, I will leave it untouched. Serializable transform is something that shouldn't be here, I'm sure. Do I need it? Where is it used? Where is it used? It's used. Oh, it's used here. Okay. I can do it better. But to do that, I have to firstly create directory that is called utils. And let me move this serializable transform to utils. Sure. First things first, move it to namespace. It should be in its own namespace called utils. Now I have position, rotation, scale. How is it used exactly? Is it even used for now? No. Oh yeah, it's not used now because I moved it to my namespace. So if I will go back here, it will show me all of errors. So basically all places where it was used. But it's not screaming on me? Okay. Oh, here it is. So in those conditions. So for example, here I have area transform. Oh, so it's initializing it, setting everything up. Okay. I have to come up with a good tool to make those quests easy to work with, because I have to somehow save where this place is set, but also I have to know on which map is it. So the simple scene, it's just simple scene, but I think I have to split this scene to multiple different scenes. Yeah, and I think I have to start with that with that. Let me clean it up. So basically I can stage all, code cleanup, and remove compile errors. Okay, I can start with that. Oh, yeah, I should add those two things to the commit, and let me call it cleanup. Okay, I can push it to my utils repository. Now I can go back to my Steamtails. I can cancel it for now. Of course, stage is changed to utils. And let me commit that, and of course push. Great. I think I should start from my inventory system branch, create new one, and let's call it scenes loader. So basically I have to start working on my rooms, I would call them. And what I mean with that, where I am on a utils repository, I'm here. So I can change to here. Okay, let it compile. So basically my whole idea is to split the scene with a player, with camera, with UI, to one scene, and to load those scenes with objects, with sorry for that, with objects, with colliders, with enemies, to another scene. So I have to split it between. Oh, it's not calling right now. Okay, but one thing is strange. Where do I have my gameplay manager? Because I created that and I don't know where it is. So those are dialogues. Those are dialogues. Was it here? Yeah, it was here. I don't like it a lot, because it's here on a dialogues, but it should be on a separate branch. Do I have an option to split it now? I think I don't have an option for that. That's pity. I made myself much more work now. So I created those dialogues, those speaker parts. But if I will split it manually, I think I should be able to do it better. Yeah, I will. To be honest, I will just go back later to this branch and clear everything up. Hello, Blixon. Welcome on the stream. How can I easily copy this file? Can I somehow open selected version? Oh, great. So I can do it like copy. Okay. And let's go with that. So I am here. I am on my scene loader. Okay. Directory utils could be moved somewhere, but I will leave it for later. So let me create this script. Of course, no. It's game play manager. Okay. Of course, add it to here, and let's paste it here. So dialogues are not existing here. Okay. Time is not exist. Time doesn't exist here. Yeah, because it was here. Oh no, I've make it very ugly right now for me. I think I have to go back here, check the status of everything. So let's go with that. Let's discard it. What is wrong with you? Discard, sure. And let me discard this. Okay, let's go with remove. Okay, so I have go to this NPC and dialogues branch. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do. I don't have to care so much about everything else. I can just start with doing it like that. So I can merge this inventory system because it's already on pull request. Okay. What is wrong? So here, of course, using theirs. Input actions. Let me just discard this. It will be regenerated. No, let's go like that. Let's go with steampunk definition, of course, using theirs. Sure. With UI, using theirs. Okay. This I can go with theirs. And now I think I have to have some fun with it. Of course, using theirs. URP, something changed, so let's go with theirs. Items dropped, using theirs. Dropped item, of course. Using theirs. What is wrong with items? Okay, I think, go here and do it manually. So basically this is a problem. I have no start, no. But you're telling me that default input module is not present. Okay, I know why. That's okay. I can go to input manager now. Input manager. No, that's like that, input manager. So now you're telling me that you have some problems. Okay, so those primary actions are the same. Yeah, so I can remove them. I can leave it like that. Yeah, and it will be best option. And of course here, oh, I've created the same method twice. So let me just remove it and remove this. And it should be, it won't work, but it won't have any conflicts. That's good. And we left with items. Okay. So what is wrong with items? No, with items as a file. It's here. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, let me stage all. Are those conflicts anymore? No, there are no conflicts. Great. And oh, I didn't remove this thing from here. Okay. And now we have much more problems. Oh, I know which problems we're talking about. So basically I have to once more change them everywhere to item. Okay. I can remove it here because it's added twice. I can, oh, it's items now. So now and here it will be item. Here, of course, we just comment it away. Let's make it working so we could start working on it. Okay, assembly definition, that's not the problem. Assembly definition, that's not a problem. Okay, and basically last errors are from assembly definition. So I can go quickly here, add my utils. Okay. And it should work. Apply. Okay. Almost. Why you are not saying my custom navigation button? Am I missing something? Oh, I know what is wrong. I have to change my place here. So I have to move to my newest version of utils. And now it should almost work. Yeah. Last thing I have to do is to just go here with this mouse position. I can remove this mouse. I don't need it. I have to only add a dialog. And I think it was called skip dialog. Am I correct? Let's go to input manager. Yeah. No, it was called dialogs. Okay. It was called dialogs. Okay. Skip dialog. That's good. And my binding should be spacebar. Okay. Those are done. Let me save that. Almost everything is working. I can go with it in another way. I can go with mouse, that's current, that position, that's read value. Okay. And what is wrong with you? Why are you screaming at me? So you have some problems with burst? Okay, I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. Maybe let's go from here. So, but, oh, I call it actions. Okay, not a problem. So it will be disable player actions. Cool. Oh, it's read value like that. It doesn't have this generic approach. Okay. Finger crossed, there will be no more errors. And yeah, so now we can start working on our whole multiple scenes approach. So if I remember correctly, here I have init scene, I have my main game, and I have my sample scene. So I basically created it already. And Oh, items are not attached. Okay, let me save that. So my main game has my gameplay manager. Cool. My canvas, my event system. I think this event system should be here. So let me cut it out and let me paste it here. I can't paste it. Okay. So basically I can go with it like copy and will now paste. Oh, yeah. So basically I want to maintain this approach where there's only one event system that is constant between stages. I like this approach, and it's for me is one. So I have my auto scene changer. Okay. So if I'm starting my game, I should. I think I have to do something more here, because now if I go with it like that, it's low. It's really working almost. Why are you screaming at me? What is wrong with you? So you take me that you have some behaviors that are. Oh, yeah, because I was using this old system here for buttons. Yeah, sure. I will just save it. Okay. Let me clear it and start again. Okay, I have two UI managers. That's not good. Why do you screaming at me? Am I creating it also in gameplay manager? That would be very not nice. Gameplay manager. Is it also here? No, I have no. UI manager, but something is not right. So you're telling me that you have multiple mono UI managers? Okay. No. Oh no, I know why it's screaming at me. Because this mono UI manager is not it's not mono behavior. So basically it's always existing, and if it's statics and I'm not reloading domain properly, because I think I switched it off to make it much more faster, to make it much faster when I press play, it's telling me that this instance is not set off. So I can go with it like that. I disposable. Okay. Let me just add this. What are you doing? I can just create method that it wants. So it wants this public dispose. This disposable is a way to add something similar to the constructor in a C#, and I like it a lot. So basically, on this dispose, I want to set my instance to null, but also I want to go with base that instance. Okay. Let's change it to protected set. Okay. And here I should have, oh, I have no access to it. So it's new. Will it? Oh, it will scream at me. Because I have to go to my game manager, and on destroy, I have to go with my mono UI manager that dispose. Yeah. Okay. And now for the first time it will scream at me, but for the second time it should work just fine. Okay. Okay, so you're not now screaming. Just remove it. No problem at all. Okay. So now it's working. No, it's working from my UI manager. Okay, so I can quickly change it like that. So make it inherent after I disposable. Let's implement message method. Let me move it upwards. I think it was with, no, it was Control Shift. Yeah, it's Control Shift. Here, let's make it virtual void disposable, dispose. And of course, it should be doing only one thing. Instance equals to null. Okay, and now here I can make it override and go with base.dispose. Now it should clean all references after itself. So I will approach my, I will reach my goal to have no errors in code. Yeah. So now I have my map, a very simple map. But I have to create some more maps. So maybe let's go here. So I've got my init scene, I've got my main gameplay scene. Let me create maybe folder with all rooms. Okay. Let's move the simple scene here. Okay, it's simple scene, no problem. So I can create my new scene that will be called room 1. Okay, and let's create room 2. So with this room 1, I can basically, maybe to make it distinct from each other, let's go with a palette. I should have already here my palette. Good. So I can select something. I can select, for example, this one, and I can paint it like that. Okay. So this is one room. Okay. And other room, let's make it water. Why not? So here and fill everything. Oh, why? I have to select my map to make it work properly. But why there are colliders everywhere? So it was set somewhere, because when I go here, I see that when I select tile map, colliders are only here. But on those rooms, I see that those colliders are everywhere. So how should I do that? To be honest, I don't remember how I was changing that. I've got my palette. Okay. Where was it safe? Was it somewhere here? So was it somewhere here with tile map? Was it here? No. Oh, was it somewhere here? Yeah, it was somewhere here. So basically, I should find my grass. That was somewhere. Okay. All right, I've got it now. So I've got my palette. Sure. I've got my tiles. How can I get to every item? Maybe was it somewhere here? Tiles? Okay. No, those are sprites. Maybe there are somewhere here. Yeah, there are here. So here I set those colliders. Okay. So good to remember. Let me create tile from that. So if I remember correctly, I can just go here, and with tile here I should find some options to create tiles. Shaders testing, no. I'm waiting when someone will in Unity will go like, oh, we have too many options in this create area, so we have to clean it up. But for now, I have to deal with it. Maybe I can somehow enter edit mode. Oh no. So whoa. What are you doing? Come back here. How should I create my tile map? I have already done it somehow. So this asset is a tile. Okay. So it should be somewhere here. So let's go with this ground. Create. Let's do it one more time. I have to find it. So shader, no. Playables, no. Scene, no. Legacy, no. It shouldn't be in a legacy, yeah. Visual effects, no. Render texture. 2D, yeah, here, tiles. Let's go with tiles. And let's go with, oh, tile palette. No, sprites. Should I go with like that? No, it's a sprite. But how should I create tile? It's another not palette. I don't want to create other palette. Tiles. Rule tile? Okay, so it'll be ground tile. Okay, so none of it. And I want to make it use new. Oh, I know. Or maybe it's already a sprite. Why are you not working with me? So in this grass. Oh, it should be a single one? Is it like that? Should I set it to single? So here, should I make it single and make it, of course, 64 pixel unit? Okay, now it's working. I have nothing here. Basically, oh, those are simple tiles, so maybe I can copy that or just duplicate. Sure, let's move it to dirt and let's rename it to dirt tile. Okay, now I have to attach my sprite. No collider. Sure, let's save it. Now I can go to my palette, and if I remember, I can just drop it here. Great. So thanks to that, I can select my thing and I can just fill it out with everything. Thanks to that, I won't be stuck everywhere. So let me duplicate. I have to create a better workflow for that, because now it's like copy paste and too much work. I think I will create a lot of utils for that, but to be honest, I'm still thinking about small tweak to visual style of this game. But I think it can I can reach great visuals with new approach, but I'm leaving it for now. I have to create my prototype to think about it. So it will be path. Okay, so let's go to my palette, add my path. Okay, I can select path and fill it out. Okay, why I did it all? Basically, thanks to that, now I have two distinct rooms that I know are not the same, and I can work with that. I have to create some kind of doors, maybe more like teleporter between my worlds. So I have my gameplay manager, sorry. So I can firstly remove this warning icon. I hate it. So it was only merge. Okay, let's commit it. What changes here? Oh, I will push it later. It's not important for now. Okay, we can get to work. So I think I have to start with some kind of room manager. Oh, I've created something for that. Oh, there is already room manager. Okay, so it's like select room. I should have some registry for all rooms. Why do I need it? Mainly because I want to add a console to this game, to help me test it and prototype it quickly. And with one huge and with one only place where there are all of scenes, I can do it in a much faster and easier way, especially with some autofills in this console. But console is a subject for totally different stream. Maybe with Michael, that will be great. So here with rooms, let's create Unity script. That will be scriptable object. Okay, let's call it rooms registry. Okay, so it will create rooms registry. It will do it in a menu item. Okay, come on. So now I have here those things. I think I have to clean it up a lot because, as you can see, I have multiple things here. Those should be put together. So let's go with Steam Tails. Of course, so Steam Tails slash maybe world and rooms registry. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to expose some kind of list, maybe with all of with all of items. Yeah, I can go with it like that. Okay, sorry. I have to contain all to read all scenes that are already in game. So let's start with very simple Unity editor, because I will be using a lot of Unity editor's stuff here. To make it easier, I can move it also here and also add using Unity editor. This code basically will cut out everything from build, so that's good. I think I have to start with menu item. Okay, that will be, no, sorry, yeah, menu item isn't on top. I want to make it context menu item, and with name of context menu item, let's call it regenerate. Maybe scan for rooms. Oh, that will be enough. Okay, so it will scan for my rooms, and it should be, I think it can be private void scan for rooms. Okay, what is wrong now? Okay, you have another parameter. Is it context menu only? Yeah, it was only context menu. To be sure if it's working as intended, I'm not sure if there is context menu on scriptable items. So let me quickly create a folder that will be world. And here, let me create this Steam Tails world room registry. Okay. Oh, it's here. Scan for rooms. Great. So now I can expose my list. I think I should start with simple field, serialized field. It will be only list. Yeah, it will be list. So public list of scene, maybe not scenes, maybe of string. Oh, maybe even scene, because scene is should be like that. Let's go and call it rooms. Okay, it will be get and private set. Why are you screaming? Oh, you're screaming at me because list doesn't have sub. It's not the tuple. I should make it tuple, so I should do it like that. But now it won't serialize. So I have to create another class that will be scene data, but for now I can stay with only serialized field that will be private list of scenes. Yeah, I don't need this string. I can make it dictionary later. So it will be rooms. Okay, so now I have to get all scenes. To get all scenes, I have to load our asset from a folder. Okay, so I have to start with assets database that loads assets at path. Yeah. Let me check what those load all assets do. So Unity load assets from at path. Okay. So this path is it's not working like I thought. It's reading only it's reading only those multiple assets under one file. So Unity load all assets in folder. I want to do it in editor. Okay. So I need all assets in one folder. For example, assets model vehicles. I tried to use, but this will not work because if it finds boats and a bike in there, but it also finds an asset in folder /cars and all the cars inside. But this is something what I want. So I want to use this find assets. So my filter is nothing. Oh, I want to make sure that everything there is with that scene or that Unity. What is extension of it? It's Unity. Okay. So that Unity. Okay. And my path is assets /scenes /production /rooms. Why are you screaming at me? Oh, I have to create I have to create just new array with only one element to make it work. Okay. So now it's returning me array of strings. So it will be for rules. Okay. Use explicit type, sure. Scenes. So it's returning me what? Path to it or something else. So okay, so it will return me GUIDs. Okay. So I have to GUID to asset path or something like that. Okay, so now I have to go for each scenes. So I have to go for every scene in those scenes and try to save them. So can I go with like that? Assets database that load asset at path. Okay, type of scene. Oh, it won't work. So what type exactly is scene asset? So scene asset, and it's from Unity editor. Okay, don't worry for now about that. Let me change it so to GUID to asset path, of course, and let's pass this scene. So now I have my scene file. What can I do with that? I can get only name of it. So okay, let's go with string with rooms, and let's go with name. Okay, let me add to rooms every name of the scene. And to be honest, I have to come up with good way to connect those scenes between, because for now I have no option to tell where the entrance is on every scene. So every scene have to contain some information about its rooms and its entrances. So what I mean by that, let's imagine I have tavern that has two entrances on the left and on the right side, and I want to know when I'm entering this scene that I entered from right side or I entered from the left side, and where I should put my player in this scene because of that. I think I have to create this room mono behavior component that will be mono behavior, and it will ensure that I set everything as I should. So basically, now I've got my scene. Can I get in Unity editor? Can I find object of type in scene? Okay. But this works only loaded scene. So find objects in not open, not opening scene. Oh, that's great. So I want to access them without opening. Do I have anything? Okay, so I can write my editor script so that's at the build time. So at the build time, I don't want to do it. Or maybe I want. Maybe I should do something. So for example, I could scan for every scene. Yeah, I should done it. So when I fire scan for rooms, let's maybe change it a little. So maybe let's call it validate. Let's call it validate rooms. No, I will leave this scan for rooms, and I will create different context menu. So context menu only for validating. So for me, validating will be going through every scene, loading it, opening it in editor, finding rooms component. If there is not, I will scream at you, and then I can cache every component. I think I can do it. Let's check it out. So validate scenes. This one is very simple. It just scans for rooms. For a quick test, let me do it very lazy, in a very lazy manner. So I can contain all rooms. Okay. Sorry, list of rooms. List. Okay, it's bad naming, but it's good enough. Of course, it's a new list in both places. So here I'm saving names of every scene, and here I want to check if every scene contains this room component. So validate scenes. Okay, maybe let's call it rooms here to make consistent naming. Now I can try to go for each item in list of rooms. Let's call every room. Why it's not changing? Let's call it room. And I want to go with like that. I want to go to editor scene manager that loads scene, and I can pass this room name. Okay. Oh, I can just load scene. Okay. Now I can go with like get find object of type. Objects of type. I want to make sure that it's one and only one room on everyone. So yeah. Let me save it to something. Oh, there is, I forgot. This find objects of type has new sort mode, and find objects is inactive on inactive. So I want to make do I have to? No, I don't want any sort mode. And this returns me array of components. Okay. What is wrong with? Oh, of course, typo. I wouldn't be myself without it. So I want to make sure, firstly, that room components count its length. Okay. So if its length is equal to 1, I want to make sure. So basically, if it's not 1, I want to log error with this message. There's multiple rooms. There's no, there is wrong number of room components. Here in I will want to write this number, so room components dot length on scene, and let's write this names this scene name, so it will be called room. And later I want to just continue. For now, no, this is good. Now when I'm sure that it's only one, I want to do something stupid at the first glance, so I want to try to do it like that, and I want to see if it's saved here or not. So now I can start with scan for rooms, and nothing happened. So why nothing happened? If I will go with validate, it's not screaming at me. That's good and not good at the same time. So let me add my debugger and go with scan for rooms. So basically, if I'm getting it correctly, the scene is empty. So it didn't find anything here. So assets slash scenes slash production. Is there any typo? No, there's not. Let me check it one more time on the documentation page to be sure. So it was find assets. Okay, search in folders. I want to see example. Oh, I think I've made mistake with these filters. So how I should set this filter properly? Find assets. Maybe. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. Unity search filters. Okay, I want to set those filters to search only for scenes. So I want to search filters scenes, maybe like that. Okay, here are some examples. So I want to make it a scene. Is it right? Will it work? Fingers crossed. And okay, no, it's still giving me nothing. So it's not working. How should I? Is it anywhere here? Scene? Okay. Oh, so the scene? Should I make this type scene? Maybe. Or maybe I could just use Unity search and find it in a normal way. But yeah, it worked. Okay, so I've got my old scenes. Sorry. I can go. Oh, I went. Oh yeah, right. Validate rooms. I fired. Loading every scene. It can work for a minute. It's working too long. Oh, exception. Why? Oh, okay. My bad. Everything is fine. First things first, when you're doing something like that, when you open different scenes, you should fire scene manager, editor utility, save, oh, how was it called? Save scene if user wants to. There is method like that. Unity save scene if user wants to. Where is it? Scene management. Okay. So editor scene manager that save modified scenes if user wants to. And I don't want to pass anything. Maybe it's something like save current modified scene if user wants to. Yeah, it's great. Basically, it's work like that. If code enters this point, and if scene is changed, it basically shows you this Unity's pop-up. Do you want to save the current scene? And you can select OK and or no. And there's a great way to make sure that you are not removing your own work. Because if I remember correctly, without it, it will just drop everything. It will remove all changes and just reload scene. So yeah, I want to do it. Of course, in the scan for rooms, I want to firstly clear this list. Here I want to clear this list. And now, okay, so I'm loading scene. I'm finding object of type room, but I have to change it to not the scene manager, but editor scene manager that open scene. Okay, and here I have to pass scene path. That's not good. Is there any workaround for that? Because I have scene name, I don't have scene path. That's not good. Of course, here I will to do at check if all scenes are added to build, of course. Validate rooms. And okay, how can I go with it? Maybe for now, let's go with a very naive way and not the best way to do it. So I can wait, come back here. Let's copy that. Okay, room slash room. I know this is not a good way to do it. I should save it in a different way, but for now, for me, it's good enough. I want to test only this one. If it's work, I will make it cleaner code. But if it's wrong, there's no need to burn your time on it. So validate rooms. It should work for a moment. Okay, so what is wrong now? Oh, I know why. Because I have to add that unity to make it work. Okay. Let's go with validate rooms. Okay. So you're screaming at me for everything. I like it. Let's create empty room. Okay. Of course, let's clear it up. So reset. And let's add component room. Okay. Will it save properly? Why I'm running it? I want to go here and I want to validate everything. Oh, it's missing. Okay. It was stupid. So how should I approach it? That's a difficult question. So let me approach it in a different way. So I will leave this validate rooms, of course, and let's go through everyone. So I want to go on every scene, go to every room and find if it's there, and of course check if it's set properly. But also I want to go through every door component that is set on a scene and make sure that its name is good and it's set as it should be. I think I can add more logic here, especially when I would add some dynamic links, like, I don't know, maybe something will be placed by a quest. But I think doors that connects to world should be always on a scene. Yeah. I have to excuse you for a moment. Let me go quickly to the kitchen and make something for a drink, because I already 1.5 hours in a stream and I didn't even prepare anything to drink. So 1 moment, I will be in 15 seconds. And I'm back. Let me have a sip and let's go further. Such a great feeling. Okay. So first thing, to do it correctly. First thing, I should scan for all rooms. I want to find every room in game. So basically, it means I want to go throughout every asset. So this stays untouched. I can remove that. Okay, I can remove also that. So I'm clearing the list. Good. I'm going throughout every scene inside folder rooms. First, I should check for one thing. Let me... No. Let me cut it for a moment. Sorry, it was Control/2 command selection. I want to make sure that if I add something here, so if I will be doing like, okay, let's go here, let's create folder dungeons. Okay, and I will create some scene, so I can create room 3. I want to make sure if it's also catching this one. So let's go like that. Let's go like that. And it find it. Okay. I like it. So I can now uncomment this code. And they are not. So basically I've done goofed. I've done it very badly. I'm removing it for now. So yeah, I wanted to check it to be sure if it's not working. If someone wants to catch me, if someone wants to point my hypocrite points that I'm a hypocrite, I'm always telling that I'm not using find object of type or find. For me, it's a big no-go. And to be honest, in our studio, using those methods, find object of type, and so on, in gameplay, it's forbidden, completely forbidden. You can't use it. But in editor tools, I think it's very good tool, and it's made especially for editor not to use in any way in gameplay. Okay, so firstly, of course, I want to, before I will even start, I want to... Oh, I can... So it returns false if user click cancel. Okay, so basically if not this, so user pressed cancel, I want to return. So if I press cancel, I just drop everything and won't go further. Okay, so rooms, okay, clear. I load all rooms. And with rooms, I want to create one more script here. That is, of course, Unity's script. And it will be called teleport. Maybe room teleport. Okay. Hello, Mechatronics. Plays right in English. Only in on Mondays we are streaming in Polish. To be honest, I don't have any alternative for such cameras, but yeah, I can give you permits to put something in chat. Sure. Yeah. So I want to create this room teleport. And this room teleport should contain two very important things, two very important variables. Maybe let's call it fields. It will be better. Okay, I can go with public string room name, that is first one. It will be get of course private set. Okay, and other one will be room entrance, maybe ID. Why am I doing it like that? Because now I can... Oh. Michael, I have a task for you. Basically, we can create an editor for it to make it easier for the selection. But can I do it easier with some pop-ups? Maybe I can. Basically, I want to here I want to, of course, save as that string, but I want to have ability to, when I select room, to see all whole list from here. And when I select this room, I want to see only rooms entrances that are here already. Basically, I will create them here. I will validate everything here, but only I want to show show designer or user, not user, designer or developer those lists to make it easier, to don't have to make it sure that no one is copying anything or something like that. Okay, so here I can go further because I can go with room data. Copy code from library, it add restriction for rooms. But is it a good idea? If it's editor, I can easily get access to my registry. And if I have access to my registry, I can access those lists. So here I can go with, let's go easily. So field, serialize field, it will be public string room name. Okay. It will be get and private set. Okay. And I want to create other thing that will be list. It would be better if you could drag and drop assets instead of selecting it from string. Okay, but how I can select entrance with this approach? Because I have to somehow select entrance to this room, because every room can have multiple entrances. So I have to, and of course I cannot get room component from the scene without opening the scene. So yeah, it's not so easy to just work with drag and dropping items, because to do that I would have to open other scene, get all entrances, and I don't like it, to be honest. I want it to be maybe easier. Okay, so coming back here, I will come up with something in a moment. But firstly, I want to go through every. Firstly, I want to I want to go through every room, and I think I have to open every scene twice, because first I have to open the scene to get all rooms and all entrances to every room, and then I want to get through every scene once more to get all teleports to check if all entrances are proper. It's editor tool, and I don't think it will be painful. But to be honest, it should be done once or twice, and it can be added automatically, this validation to build. So yeah. Oh, here. Okay, so to make it easier for me, only for me, I will create my dictionary where the key is string. So this key will tell me about scene name. And here I want to contain room data. Okay. Of course, this will change. So now it's rooms. Okay, so now when I clean list, and now I want to create new room data where oh, should I create constructor for it? I will do it. So just room data with string room name. Okay, and I'm doing only room name equals room name. Okay, and of course entrances is new list. I can make it read only. No. Oh, I can do it like that. I can go with only gets, because when it's constructed, you don't have to use this set. Of course, I have to make it serializable. Wait, will Unity serialize it properly? No, it's one. So I have to leave this private set to make the serialized field work properly. So now I can create my new room data. Okay, with this. So now I have name of my scene. Now I can collect all datas. Maybe let's call it cache. Let's put it here. Let's make it new dictionary. So basically empty dictionary. And now I can go with it like that. So var data is equals to this thing. Okay. Now I can add data, and I can, to my cache, add data room name and data. Okay. So now I prepare my cache, and now I want to go through every room twice. So I'm going through every room twice. So okay, so I'm loading this scene. I'm getting a component. I want to make sure that every component has only one thing. Okay. I want to make sure that on every scene there is one and only one room component. And what I want to do next. So with that, I want to read from this room. I need two things. I want to have this component that will be called room entrance. Okay, it's mono behavior, sure. And every room should have this serialized field. It will be maybe field serialized field, so make it public. Yeah, so it will be public list of rooms, room entrance. Okay, and when it will be called room. Sorry, from room entrances. Okay, of course, list is not added. Sure, and make it get private sets. Great. And now I want to have more fun, so let's go with like that. If why is it not working? Hashtag if. Sorry, hash if Unity editor. Okay, I want to create method for a room that is basically scanning for all entrances. Scan for entrances, and it will be called scan for. Okay, and it won't be private, it will be public, because I want to make sure that when I open the scene, I want, with this one button, validate scene rooms, I want to make sure that everything is scanned properly. I want to make sure for that. So here I will go through all rooms, and in every room I want to go with room components from 1. I want to fire this method scan for entrances, and this method will do very simple thing. So find objects of type room entrance with no sorting, because it's editor, who cares. So var entrances. Firstly, I will clear this list. Oh, of course, it's new list, just to be sure that it's always set up at the beginning. So I clear this list, and I'm going through every entrances, and I go with every entrance, and every entrance should be added to this list. So add entrance. Okay, after that I'm going here, and if my, maybe let's make it simpler for me, let's create variable room that is this room component I don't like it. Maybe scene room, and let's go like that, because it will be much easier for me to write it in this short form, only scene room, without having fun with indexing items from array. So if scene room that oh, is it room entrances? Okay. Length. Oh, count. Of course, count. So if its count is equal to 0, I want to go with log error. There is no entrance to room. There's no entrance to room let's go like that. Room. Okay. Basically, I think I have to come up with a good way to make it better. Oh, I have an idea. I can, with this room entrances, I can always enter for the entrance that is called default. Okay, but or maybe I can add only tick box for entrance and show warnings if it's not. Yeah, it will be good. So basically this room entrance is only holder for data. But why is it mono behavior, not simple class? Because thanks to that, I can create simple game object with its own transform, and I can visualize very easily where the entrances are. So I can use gizmos to visualize where every entrance is, and for everyone to work with it, it will be much more easier to see where player can enter, exit, and so on. Of course. Oh, I can do it even on an extreme, maybe. So okay, so I've got public string ID, and it's of course get and private set. Okay, I want to also contain data about is default. I thought about naming, about just name default, but with this approach it will be not so easy to make a mistake or make a typo like that. What if we had a scriptable object for every room with its data, and with every modification on scene, adding and we update scriptable object, we don't have to load scene to access data this way. It's a very good idea. I love this idea. Yeah, it's we can go with that. So I will leave this functionality. Yeah, of course, I will keep it as clean as possible, but I think mainly it will be like that. Let me show you. So I've got my room. I create my room. I of course reset it. I add my component that is room. Okay. And here I can just create empty entrance. Okay. I can go with, oh, I can even make sure that this name and this name are the same. I will do it. Do it. Let's go on validate. Yeah, of course. As automatization should be our priority in this project, mainly because the scale of it. I think these rooms will be great. The rooms will create great part of this game. I think it will be around 50 or even more rooms. So yeah, maintaining it and adding new ones. Remember our talk, Michael, about cubic dungeons and using same code in both projects? Basically, I'm creating one system that will work also for a cubic. Why no? We have to work with rooms there also. Yeah, we have to. Even if those rooms will load more automatically, maybe we will have some fun with world streaming. I don't know. But to be honest, we can split even those levels, or maybe entering some places. To be honest, I'm not so sure about making it truly open world. It will be painful with our resources, and we can just create smaller rooms, as the same way as here. And with current technology, we can basically load room when we are approaching entrance of it to it. They should be chunked automatically. But even this, I'm not agreeing with you. You're telling that they should be chunked automatically and loaded automatically. We cannot work on one huge scene. We have to make those chunks. We have to have support for smaller parts of map, especially at some point we will have to create all these levels, even one big level that will be created from 5-6 chunks. Maintaining one huge scene will be very painful, and maintaining this scene and connected. But in a core, rooms and chunks are the same thing. Maybe they are loading a bit different, but in a core, those are. We are, of course, we are crafting small parts to be used in generated levels, right? But those even generated levels should have boundaries. Okay, we'll get back to this talk, especially because in Steam Tales, I have to work with room that will be chunked in a smaller ones. Okay, but still, in here I have to make rooms that are chunked for smaller ones, especially for main room, main world's room. So somehow maybe having fun with world string should be done here. But now when I'm thinking about it, should I make those okay, that's true. But you are still missing my point. I want to make room, every room as each level. So here in Steam Tales, every room for us is one room is world, one room will be, I don't know, tavern, one room will be our home, and in Cubic Dungeons we can tell that every room is every level. Every level is one room. Thanks to that, still I have to work here on splitting room in chunks for some rooms, and still we can use the same system in Cubic to spread rooms in smaller chunks when they are too big. And those chunks, I think they should be sub-scenes, only sub-scenes. So yeah, we have to come up with workflow for that. That's true. And I have no idea how to do it properly. I think it should work in other way than the system that you are implementing here. Okay, but let's leave this talk for another way. Let's talk about making this chunk and working with this workflow. Let's focus on Steam Tales for now. I have this huge room that is main world, that is our town and other things. And how should we split it to smaller parts? The workflow here is very tricky. Very tricky. So how should we approach it? I think the best way to do it would be the best to recreate system from Unreal Engine 5. Which system? Okay, let me check that. Unreal Engine tanks. Okay. Okay, so it's making multiple chunks. Okay. Yeah, that's right. But we have to work somehow on those chunks. I don't want to have 5 scenes for a main. Of course, it's too little to do it. Let's say our whole town is only 10 chunks. I don't want to open every scene separately and work from there. I want to open all scenes, but also will it will it kill my editor if I will open everything at once? So I think we should have an option to load only some chunks in any editor. And other thing, where we should store no, but NPCs and those things, yeah, where those things should be stored, like spawns, like NPCs routes. Those things has to be somewhere also. So should it be on the main scene, on the main room scene, and then this main scene should have some chunks in under it? That is not pleasant. Now, when I think about it, these entrances should be bi-directional. So, or should be, or should it not? Will it be ever even an option in a game somewhere to make one teleporter, one entrance to be connected to different teleports? That's great, but we have to write it. And now, if we will prepare whole workflow here, could it be directly ported to Cubic? How to do it in the best way? Oh, I have an idea. I can make room entrance and room teleport. But in some places, like for example, when I have a tavern, for example, in tavern, we can enter by door. So we are entering through doors, and those doors are connected to this tavern. So I'm entering the tavern, but when I'm exiting through the same door, I want to go back to the same place. And to be honest, I think I don't want to have fun with adding other entrance and teleport. I can, in a way, connect those things. So this entrance and teleport to even use the same idea, or maybe not. I'll think about it. I'm not so sure about. I think we will create some big scenes by hand in Cubic, especially for main area. So for main world. I don't know how we'll approach it later. I think we should have an option to test it properly. So this whole world generation, we should have option to test it everything in Unity. So it will be a challenge. I'm feeling a pain right now to even think about it. No, I will leave it like that. So I will leave it like this world room entrance, room teleport. I won't I won't do anything here. Maybe only I will use them in the same component, nothing more. Okay, so on validate, I want to make sure that my game object that's name is equal to my ID. So, oh, maybe let's go with like that. So if my ID is, sorry, let's go with this string is null or empty, ID, of course. I want to set my ID to my game object that's name, but in other way. So if ID is already set, I want to make this game object name same as mine. So thanks to that, I will have now entrance here. Okay, now if I okay, so it should work, but now if I change it like that, it's working. Okay, but if I change this name, it's not changing. How can I react on game object's name change? React, Unity react to game object name changed. Oh, my exact question. I don't like it. This this solution execute in edit mode with this update, it will slow things, maybe not slow things down, but I don't like it. So is there any better way to do it? Do I have something in Unity editor? So basically game object utility, okay, so those are especially for nav meshes. I think it's not good, so ensure. No, I don't want to do it. Maybe let's leave it like that. I don't have to make sure about everything. For me, it's enough that when I change its name, it will also change this name. Okay, so I done something. I remember when I add object, it's automatically adding itself to parent. So let me check it. I think that I've done it in Unity UI in my button settings. Okay, so I've got refresh. Oh, so here. Okay, that's good. So I want to also here to have access to my room. So let's create serialize field private room. Of course, it will be room. No need for something special. Okay, so if room is equal to null, I want to do it like that. Room equals find object of type room. Okay, so now I will have access to my room. And if room is still equals to null, I want to, of course, return here. I want to just write error, so debug that log error. There is no room on current scene. Okay, it's good enough. And now I can go with like that. Room. Wait, so my room entrance, so I'm changing something. I'm taking reference to my room. Okay. I want to write myself to entrance. So room. Let's go like that. Add entrance. Okay, with this. With in room. I can create this method public void add entrance. Okay, and it will be room entrance, of course, entrance. And if I can here check for existing if something is not existing, but yeah, it should work. So add entrance. Okay. I have to create this room data that we talk about. So let's go with this. Let's go with room. No, with start from scriptable object. It will be room data. Okay. Okay. Add, of course, room data. It will be. Do I want to create those assets? No. Those assets should be created automatically. Okay. But you're screaming at me because room data already exists somewhere in room registry, right? So let's call it. Oh, I think I don't need it for now. So my favorite part. Let me go it like that, and like that, and like that. Nothing is screaming at me. We can go back here. So I'm firing at entrance. So I need my room data to make it contain all data. So I want to add my serialized field. No, it will be field, serialized field. So first things first is public string. Now I don't need ID because name of this file should be the same as the scene name. So, or maybe no. Let's leave it with room ID because I think I will prefer to call them room data. So it's set. I have my room ID. What I want to next, I want to have list of all my room entrances. So every room entrance contains ID. So it will be string of room entrances. Great. I think I will make it private because I want to make this serializable, to make Unity serialize it, but I want to expose only only readable list that I cannot change. So I can go with why it's not working. If okay, Unity editor, I want to expose public void set room data method. I want to get, maybe let's start with editor to make it more clear to someone to make sure that someone in the future will see that it's editor. So it's entrances. I want to just set it to entrances. Okay. Right. So if I add my entrance, I have to remove it. I have to expose my serialized field, that is private room data. It is room data. Sorry, it should be public. Yeah, I used field serialized field and go with private. That was not good. So private set. So on add entrance, I want to get my room data. So basically, if I remember correctly, I can go with public. It was some kind of list. It was it read only list string. Can I go with like room entrances? Can I go with like that? Okay. I know that I could go with it. Oh, I can go with it like that, but won't it be what is doing behind the hood? Oh, it's only wrapper, so it's not doing anything. So I can use it. Okay, so now I'm sure that no one is changing it in my data. And what can I do with that? In my room, I want to get my list from my room data. Okay. And I want to firstly check if it's there. So if in these entrances there is if it contains entrance.id, so if it's there already, I simply want to return from here. Maybe firstly let's check for empty empty entrances. Okay. So I can go with private void check for empty entrances. And with that, I can go like that. Or similar to that. But I want to find. Oh, I have no. Is it where? I want to use this find. Maybe let's do it in an other way. So for each in entrance, it's of course string, so explicit type. So for each entrance here, if entrance. Oh. I think my workflow is not, sorry, my flow of information is maybe not so good. Basically, onValidate is called exactly when. So it's called when the script is loaded or a value is changed. Oh, I see that I cannot. Use validate to fire some creations of objects. Okay, that's good to know. So basically, if something changes, in my script, I want to from this room, I want to fire method not at entrance. Let's go with update, refresh. It will be called better. Refresh entrances. Okay, so because basically I have to go throughout every entrance here. So with my room here, I have to change this method, and let's go with it like that. First, I have to get all entrances. Do I want to make this limitation that every room entrance has to be a child of room game object? I think, yeah. I think I want that. Because it will force me to, not maybe me, it will force everyone to make it clear, to make it in one place, so it will be very readable. But sometimes I want to connect it to the other game object, like door or something. No, but basically changing place, changing position of it. It means changing whole level. But will it happen? How many times it will happen? So basically, will it happen very oftenly? Oh, I can go with it like that. I can expose here in this entrance or even teleport. I can expose attach transform, and basically I can move anything around. If those things are connected, I can refresh everything, and every room entrance will move to its own position. That's genius. I love it. So that's good. That's good. I like this idea. Refresh entrances. So what I should have do? I have to go to my game objects, and here go with get components in children type of room entrance. Okay. I think no, I need it, but I have to collect those entrances here. So I want to create also list of string that will be entrances IDs. That is of course new list, and I want to go for each entrance, and with every one of them I want to go with added here entrance, of course, entrance.id. Okay. I want to make sure also that every entrance has unique name. So if I remember correctly, no, I have to do two things. First is to make sure that there's at least one entrance that is default. So I want to make it like has default entrance. Of course, at the beginning it's false. So if this entrance is default, I want to do some logic. So if has default entrance, maybe let's go with it like that. So if this entrance is default, firstly, I want to make sure that this is not set. So if it's not set already, I want to set it to true. Okay. But I want to also add it to the list as a first item. How can I do that? I think there is some clever way to do it. Add as first list add as first. Oh, it's a list. It's an insert. Okay. It's very simple. So I want to insert it as a first item. So this will be on the first position. That's good. So I want to take my entrance and take its ID. Okay. So it's inserting here. And if it's done, it's done. I want to continue. Nothing more. Here I'm in a position when there was already something added as a default. So I have two default entrances. So something is not good. I want to log warning. Maybe there are two entrances. There are two entrances. There are more than one entrances on in room. Okay. And thanks to that, I can just go further, just add it to the list at the end and don't care about it anymore. Oh, I can do one thing. I can check if this entrance's length is equal to 0. So basically, it means that there's no entrance to this room, and it should never happen. So there is no entrance to this room. Okay. And let's go further. With that, I can simply go to my room data and editor set room data with entrances IDs. Okay, so now I've created this refresh logic for rooms. And I can utilise this method. Okay, I want to just quickly add one thing, that is context menu, and it will be called create data. Oh, so let me do it like that. So if room data is equal to null, of course, let's go with error. So you have to create room data firstly. Okay. And of course, return. I don't want to do anything when there is no data. Here I can go with, maybe let's start with public void. Create room data. I want to start from Unity editor, scene editor, scene management. No, is it? You were screaming at me in a moment. Maybe let's do it like that. And of course, and if. And here using Unity editor, of course. So now can I have access to editor scene management? Thank you very much. So I want to get scene. Okay. So how can I get current open scene? Get active scene. Or maybe I can just go to my tool that I created to check it there. So it should be here somewhere. Oh, it should be in editor folder, yeah. And it should be here. Is it in the tool Windows base? So yeah, great. And here. Oh, get scene manager setup. Okay, so like that. Scene manager setup with 0, so it will be the current scene. Okay. I can get my path. Oh. Okay. I want here to add support to sub scenes. Okay. So I've got my scene. I know its path, but how can I get its name? Oh, I think I have an idea. Can I go with assets database? Load asset at path. Scene asset with this path. Okay. And let's go with name. Oh, firstly, I want to make sure, so if room data is not equal to null, I want to just give small reminder. So maybe log warning. I will be nice in this place. There is data already created. And of course return. So, oh, I have to get it somewhere. So string name, maybe scene name will be good. Okay. So now I have to create scriptable object. How to do I use instantiate? Editor create a scriptable object. Okay, so I have to do create asset, of course. So I think there is something called const here. Yeah, and those are editor paths. I want to expose public const that will be string, and it will be called world maybe rooms datas path. Okay, and it should be assets slash data slash world slash rooms. Okay, now let me copy that, so I can go with as database that create asset. So first I'm passing an object, so basically I have to create instance, so it will be room data, and it will be scriptable object that create instance, of course, of type room data. And I think I don't have to pass anything as a parameter, right? Okay, I have var. So now I'm creating this asset. Of course, I can look on the priv. Let me open this real quickly. Okay, so it's here. Okay, so now I create asset at path that is editor paths that rooms data path. Okay, it's here. So I have to write that asset. Okay, so let me go with it like that. Let's create this string, of course. Oh, I've lost key to do it. Okay, so editor path slash. I think I have to go with it like that. Here I will add scene name, that asset, and I'm passing data, of course. So what is wrong? Oh, I think I messed up. Firstly I should add data, then I should add path. Okay. And I think I have to just save asset. Sure. But I think I want to add data at the end of the name. And I think I want to maintain directories between scene folders. So let me go with here. Oh, I have an idea how to do it. So it will be production scenes, maybe room scenes, data path. Okay, but why data? Just room scenes path. So it's scenes, it's production, and it's rooms. Okay, thanks to that I can go here. I can basically string additional maybe folder. So basically I want to start from here. So this is path that is used by asset database. So first I want to folder that remove. Yeah, I want to remove from start index 0 some number of characters. This number will be taken from editor paths that rooms data path. I want to remove its length, so it will remove everything, and this slash at the front. Okay, so of course I want to set folder to it. Now I want to remove everything from back of it, so let's go with folder is that's maybe right. How to do it? Can I go with remove? Yeah, I have to go with remove. So I have to remove so my start index will be folder that length minus scene name that length plus, so it's scene name, and there is that U-N-E-T-Y. So those are six letters. Oh, not like minus, because I want to remove some of it. And now I want to add this folder. Oh, maybe I can remove it like that and go with it like folder. No, it will have slash at the beginning, but also at the end. So yeah, it will, I think it should work. Let's check it out. Oh, so yeah, okay. No problem, we'll hide this code for now. Nothing, everything works fine. So firstly, okay, sure, that's good. So firstly, I'm creating data. Okay, so rooms, why there's n? So world rooms, okay. Oh, it looks like I didn't cut it properly. Oh, no, 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 no. It should be here. I should use room scenes path. Yeah, that was quite stupid to do. Okay, let's go once more. Create data. Now, what is wrong with you? So you're telling me that you cannot create asset at path data world rooms, room one data that asset, and the reason is what? What is the reason? Okay, I think the problem is that this folder, yeah, it's not existing. But I should create this folder automatically. Yeah, I should create this folder automatically. So let me leave it like that here. I don't know if I will sit on it during week. I'm not sure. I could just dig with some dirty stuff to leave some more interesting things on the stream for next time. But yeah, thanks you very much for joining with here with me. I hope you spent a nice evening. If you want, please feel free to join our Discord. You can talk with us, you can show your work. Also, you can subscribe to our Shorts channel. And if you are watching it on YouTube, you can join our streams every Friday and Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Polish time. So I think it's UTC +2. But basically you can check it on Twitch. There is a whole table of for that. And if you want, please add our game Break Bridge to wishlist if you are not already wishlisting it. And yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Have a nice day. I hope I see you in a few days. Oh, one thing. If you have any questions about this game, about progress, about my approach, or something is not clear, just join Discord and write on channel. I will be very glad to answer you and explain maybe something you want to ask why I choose one way or another. just ask, and I will be more than happy to answer it. So once more, thank you very much for joining. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye.